and Seahawks are going to go at it. And so as we look at these two players in the Super Bowl, Tom Brady and Drake Maye, and we compare both of them, they both made their Super Bowl in the second seasons that they were in the NFL. Brady and the Patriots went on to win Super Bowl 36 for the franchise's first Super Bowl. Can Maye now capture the Pats' seventh in 13 days from today? We're seeing the second coming of Tom Brady. I mean, those are some big shoes to fill that we're making comparisons to, but the jersey is the same. Are we seeing the second coming of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick here and Mike Vrabel and Drake Maye?
Can we get a Super Bowl championship first? They got 6. Can we get one? Can we get one? I mean, is that too much to ask? Why are we asking this question? They may not win the Super Bowl. They ain't going to be favored to win the Super Bowl. They're not going to be favored to win in Santa Clara. Matter of fact, a lot of people are anticipating they're going to lose. They're looking at the Chargers. They're looking at the Houston Texans and how anemic they were offensively. And you're anticipating that that's not going to be the case against Sam Darnold, along with Smith and Jigba and others in Seattle. You're expecting the Seattle Seahawks to win the Super Bowl. So, again, win one first, and then we could start asking that question. The answer to me would still be no, because you got to win at least 2 or 3 before we even asking ourselves that question. It's nice that they're not 4-13 any longer like they were the previous 2 seasons. But could you win one before even entertaining this question?
I couldn't imagine being around you all the time, man. You just constantly take your shots, dude. It's like you're
shots?
You're
allergic to saying. Why is it shots? Because you asked a question. If you asked the question, I gave you the answer.
It is an enormous comparison.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Let's not compare them to the greatest dynasty head coach and quarterback of all time. I will say this. The game yesterday did look a lot like some of those early 2000 teams where it's offense isn't great, but situationally make a play. Quarterback doesn't make the mistake, makes a clutch run or a clutch throw in that moment. The defense maybe doesn't have all those superstar names, but the defense does everything the right way. The game management, we're going to let the other team lose the game more so than we're going to go win the game. No, they're not them yet. But watching that game yesterday did feel a lot and look a lot like some of those early 2000 New England Patriots.
Let's be real. There's never, ever going to be another Tom Brady or Bill Belichick. And you'll never get those two people together again. That was lightning striking in a way it's never struck in football and won't for the foreseeable future. The closest thing we're actually going to get to it is in Kansas City right now. And that quarterback is probably more talented. Not even probably. That quarterback is more talented than Tom Brady was. But let's be real. At this point in their careers, Drake Maye is a more accomplished individual player than Tom Brady was, even though that game yesterday looked a lot like Tom Brady's early success. I mean, if we all remember correctly, Tom Brady wasn't the quarterback that quarterbacked them in the AFC Championship because he got injured. It was Drew Bledsoe that ended up playing, and it was a huge punt return that turned that game around. Tom Brady is who he is because of the way he continued to work, because of the way he continued to improve, because of the effort and the competitiveness and the dedication to greatness. And the same with Bill Belichick. This is amazing what they're doing to turn around things in New England, but let's not make that comparison to 2 of the greatest of all time.
I actually would more ask the question, do you think that Mike Vrabel is maybe the next Andy Reid, leaves a situation like he did with Tennessee and now goes?
That for sure.
That feels what more, and now could win Super Bowl.
Vrabel has the chance to become one of the great football people over the last 3 decades if he wins. To win as the player and then go to win as the coach at the same place, that's never been done. That's a highly accomplished football person.
Why are you bored? Why are you bored?
He has to win the Super Bowl first. He hasn't done that yet. Andy Reid went to Kansas City, and he's captured 3 Super Bowl championships. Let's have this conversation after Vrabel wins 1.
Okay, so maybe we have this conversation in 2 weeks. WWE superstar Seth freaking Rollins joins us now here on First Take. Seth, hello. Happy Monday. Good to have you with us. We're going to get to Royal Rumble here in just a moment, but we know you're a football fan. So let's just dive in real quick. Seahawks, Patriots, they're going to meet in the Super Bowl. You have a take about how this is going to go down?
I mean, it's been an incredible season all around for the NFL. Lots of new stars, great parity made for great games. But let's be real here, guys. The Seahawks are going to blow the roof off of that stadium. They are going to blow out the New England Patriots. It's not going to be close. It is not going to be close. That's my prediction. I mean, I just think there's no chance that the Patriots can keep up with the Seahawks on offense. I just don't see it happening. I'm excited to see it, but that's my prediction for the game, of a rout from Seattle.
I say.
Wow. I don't believe that's going to happen. I think Seattle's going to win, but I think it's going to be closer than Seth is saying. As far be it for me to disagree with my man Seth, my brother, but I can't see a blowout. Not with New England's defense. I think they make it interesting.
Do you think their defense is going to keep them in there?
Yeah.
No. I think their defense. I think their defense will keep them in there. I think their defense will keep them in there. I think it'll be a fight. Seattle will win, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it'll be a good game.
I mean, I hope it's a good game. I hope it's competitive. But, I mean, I think Seattle's going to get up early, and I don't think New England has the firepower to keep up. And that it's going to turn into Drake Maye having to pass the ball down the field against the Seattle defense. It's just not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Okay.
Seth, right now, wrestling, you guys are taking over the world. The Royal Rumble will be in Saudi Arabia. Talk a little bit about the excitement of this sport expanding the way that it has and you coming back off of injury to participate in the Royal Rumble.
Well, let's pump the brakes on me participating in the Royal Rumble. I'm not ready there yet. I just had my rotator cuff done in October. I got a couple months left to go. I wish I could get myself in there, but that's not going to be the case. Yeah, I mean, WWE is a global brand. They've been a global brand for a long time. I think you see us doing more premium live events in international cities over the last couple of years. And I think that's really kind of put a spotlight on how big we are. I was just in Taiwan, for example, over the weekend to do Skyscraper Live for Netflix and watch Alex Honnold climb the Taipei 101 free solo. And there were so many WWE fans there just to say hi to me, which was insane considering what that guy was doing. But WWE taking Royal Rumble, one of our biggest events of the year, to Saudi Arabia, a precursor for WrestleMania, which will be there next year. It's really incredible. The brand is massive. The stars are huge, and our fan base is unlike any other in the world.
You are a man of surprises. Is there any chance we see you at the Rumble? I don't want you to give it away, but maybe a hint.
Oh, man. No, you know what? I'll give it away. I'm not going to be at the Rumble. I just can't. I would love to be in there and dump all those dudes over the top rope and punch my card to WrestleMania, but the doctors are just not going to let it happen this time around, unfortunately.
Seth, all of us are fans of yours. We love you. We know what you bring to the table. I got to ask you a serious question overall about your health. You've had a plethora of injuries throughout the years. Your right knee, your left knee in 2024, if I remember correctly. I thought you were complaining about your back a couple of years ago. How is your health overall, and how much time do you feel you have left in this game? I hope it's a long time, but how are you feeling about how much time you've got left in all of this, considering the injuries that you've alluded to and talked about in the past?
You know, I've got some chronic stuff going on. That's for sure. I think any athlete, I'm almost 40 now and been doing this for over 20 years. As we look at me flying across the ring, I still got ups. My knees still work, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, accidents happen. It's a physical sport. It's just one of those things. You can see it was painful, that shoulder injury, and I'm sure it won't be the last of my career. But yeah, I am about 22 years deep in this wrestling thing, and I think I'm probably closer to the end than the beginning. However, I'm still under 40, and I feel like I've got a lot of years left. I feel like I'm really just in the middle of my prime right now. The physical hasn't declined, and mentally, I'm as sharp as I've ever been. So there's a lot left in the Seth Rollins tank, Stephen A.
Yeah, Seth, for you, we're talking about you and, being 40 and the way that this game takes a toll on your body. We just saw John Cena, one of the greatest of all time, have his swan song in the way that he was celebrated. If you're not someone who's tapped into wrestling the way that many of us are, talk about some of the young guys we should be paying attention to this weekend who could be the next stars for you guys.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, WWE is full of extremely incredible young talent right now. You look at NXT, which is our developmental brand, and there's tons of guys who have come through there, myself included, who are ready to take the next step. Braun Breaker is the first one that jumps off the page. He is one of the Steiner brothers' kids, so he's got that Steiner DNA in him. You look at Logan Paul. You look at a guy like Austin Theory. There's a cat on Raw named Javon Evans, the bouncy kid. I love him. I love what he's doing. Carmelo Hayes is the United States champion over on SmackDown. He is incredible. So there is a ton of young talent. And the cool thing about the Royal Rumble is it's meant to make stars. That's what it's there for. And so anything can happen when you get 30 guys in there going at it at the same time for a shot at the main event of WrestleMania.
Seth, we can't let you go. My resident other Bears fan here. How do you feel about how the season went down? Is your heart still broken, or have we mended and moved on?
I feel like there's like a little Mike Ditka in there, just like putting the pieces back together still. I mean, it was a sad way to watch it go down. The Bears were by far, I mean, I'm a little biased, but by far the most fun team in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I mean, just look at this. Look at this kid. Look at this 18, this Iceman. He's just doing it big, dude. And the nice thing about it is you talked about youth in the WWE. The Chicago Bears team is young. This year exceeded all my expectations. I mean, you go back and look at the highlight reel of this season. It was absolutely incredible to be a Chicago Bears fan. And it is the first time in a long time that you can say that about being a Bears fan, because we've been on the other side of the heartbreak for so many seasons. It's great to look at Caleb and look at Ben and look at the future. So I'm a little sad.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we had it,
Listen, Seth, I feel like you reignited.
And you already have the greatest quarterback in your franchise history.
Exactly.
You already got the greatest quarterback in your franchise history.
I feel like Seth reignited. You reignited the rivalry with Green Bay and Chicago this year. Not that it needed reigniting, but when you were going off in Green Bay at the draft about the Bears, I'm like, oh no, this year's gonna get wild, and look what has happened.
Hey, WWE entertainment all the way,
all
baby.
the way around. Seth, thank you
right.
for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you later in the week, so we'll see you soon.
See you guys. Thank you.
Coming up on First Take, could Drake Maye take the Patriots to heights that we have not seen since the departure of Tom Brady? Of course, this is a debate you don't want to miss. And Matthew Stafford denied another trip to the Super Bowl. Did his legacy take a hit? Whole lot to say about that as well. More First Take after this.